Salute, traveler! Welcome back to the Chartispace Coffee Shop. This is the fifth part of my Netcast video series on character creation in Traveler 2nd Edition by Mongoose Publishing. This part is on contacts, allies, rivals, and enemies. So, let's get to it. While rolling for events or mishaps during character creation, your traveler has a chance to gain a contact, ally, rival, or enemy. These are NPC characters that have a history with your traveler and are noted on your character sheet in separate sections. This is not only valuable backstory elements for your traveler, but it's also excellent material for your group's referee to flesh out the game world. When you obtain one of these relationship NPCs, you do not have to create a whole new character right there on the spot. Instead, just write down a simple detail involving how your traveler knows them, like contact, broker friend from a merchant ship I helped in the past, or enemy, person with a vendetta when my science experiment went wrong and it hurt someone. Later during the traveler's adventures, the players and the referee can expand on them to weave them better into the story. These minimal details in the beginning will help to better involve these relationships into the plot of the adventure, while also leaving things open to discover their personalities as they develop naturally throughout gameplay. Each category of these NPCs will have a unique relationship with your traveler. Contacts will have a positive relationship with your traveler. While they won't necessarily stick their neck out for you if you're in trouble or danger, these NPCs are at the very least friendly and will have some skills or knowledge that could assist your traveler and their crewmates. Maybe your traveler is friends with a retired military officer who could quickly get you some specialized equipment, or maybe your traveler knows a good broker on this planet who could not only cut you a deal on their services, but might know some more information going around about that shady corporation you've been investigating. Contacts are great for players to cash in at the appropriate time when they could use just a little bit more help on their adventure. Allies are NPCs who have a close relationship with your traveler and are willing to go out of their way to help you out if you're in need. Allies can be lifelong friends, family members, or maybe someone who owes the traveler a life debt. The traveler could call on an ally to help them out in more dire situations, but this relationship shouldn't be abused. Referees may want to set a limit for players asking for assistance so as not to use allies as constant get-out-of-jail-free cards. Make sure to keep an ally's means and influence into consideration when they're asked to help out the traveler. Rivals are NPCs who have a chip on their shoulder against your traveler. While they most likely do not want to outright kill your traveler, they will at the very least attempt to mess with you or get in your way. Rivals always seem to show up at the worst possible times too, so the referee should feel free to deploy them once or twice in an adventure as a monkey wrench to the traveler's plans. They don't have to be comparable in skill to the traveler, but the referee should make sure that the rival has similar means, if not better sometimes. If the traveler has a spaceship, the rival should definitely have a spaceship too. And finally, enemies are NPCs who have a vendetta against your traveler. These are either individuals or groups who want the traveler dead and will go out of their way to make sure it happens. Enemies make great plot hooks for adventures, so referees should always keep them in mind as the travelers roam the stars. Incorporating these NPCs into any adventure is a great way to build player investment into the story. If running a pre-written adventure, the referee should feel free to turn any of the written characters into one of the traveler's NPC relationships. For example, the first Solomani adventure book, Mysteries on Arcturus Station, has a total of 21 NPC characters, with the adventure revolving around the investigation of a stolen mining ship and then a murder. There are 10 of these characters who could potentially be the murderer that the travelers will get to know over the course of the story. But imagine how much the dynamic of their interactions will change if one of the suspects was a traveler's ally or rival. If you need some more inspiration in fleshing out these relationship NPCs, or if you're a referee needing to build an impromptu character, check out the tables on page 92 of the CRB 22. In addition, the Traveler Companion 24 can help you go even more in depth. Starting on page 25, the tables in the Allies, Contacts, Rivals, and Enemies section here can establish a more nuanced relationship between them and the Traveler, as well as determine the NPC's power and influence, so the Traveler knows exactly their potential to help or hinder them. Both books also have large tables of characteristics and quirks to add to an NPC to further develop relationship dynamics for storytelling. And hey, any opportunity to roll on a D66 table is a good time in my book. Coming up in Netcast Video 6, I'll be talking about mustering out and skill packages, the finalization of your Traveler. This is Rex with the Chartispace Coffee Shop. Godspeed, Traveler, and I'll see you in the next one.